What is up everybody, AJ here, back again with another video. So, I'll be checking out the promotional video, or should I say the trailer for the collaboration between Goddess of Victory Nikke and Resident Evil. Now, before we jump right into the trailer, just to provide a little context over here, no, I have never played Nikke before, and I have absolutely zero knowledge what this game is all about, other than the fact that it's basically third-person horny point blank. But I do have a history of playing Resident Evil games, where I played RE2 Remake, 3 Remake, 4 Remake, Resident Evil 5, and a few others like Revelations 1, Revelations 2, but you won't be able to find me playing Revelations on my channel because those were the days where I played those games and beaten them before I started this YouTube thing. And as a matter of fact, right, I am planning to play Resident Evil 1 Remake this October as a matter of fact. So you all can assume that in general, I'm into Resident Evil. Anyway, with that being said, let's check out the trailer for the collaboration between Nikke and Resident Evil. Oh dear, it's a little bit loud on my end. Okay, some form of cultist group, just like in Resident Evil 4. OG4, 4 Remake, whichever, is really the same. The cultist group. For a brief moment I thought that was Leon, but never mind.
My identity? Sorry, that's a secret.
Oh, they used back
It's hard to believe something like that could be.
Hey, it's Claire! And of course, Jill. Ooh.
Before we go back, let's finish what we've
That's a
started
nice
here.
third person angle. That shot right that over there, right, reminds me of 3 Remake. The remake games.
Let's finish the mission. This is gonna make quite the impression.
Oh my, oh dear.
Relentless bastards.
Yep. Jill.
As long as I'm with
Jill sounds about right.
That's gonna happen.
So it's basically Ada, Jill, and Claire in this collaboration. Unfortunately, no Rebecca, which is a little unfortunate. But then again, from the way I see it, Rebecca is not as popular compared to the likes of Ada, Jill, and Claire. So it kind of makes sense as to why Nikke decided to bring in 3 characters from the Resident Evil franchise, and of course it had to be female because I assume all of the characters in Nikke are females in general. So of course they have to bring in the female characters from Resident Evil games. And the most popular Resident Evil characters are obviously Ada, Jill, and Claire. There are other female characters in Resident Evil as well, like there's Rebecca from Resident Evil 0. Rebecca also appeared in Resident Evil 1 as well. And then we have Sheva from Resident Evil 5, and there's Helena from Resident Evil 6. And let's not forget Sherry Birkin from Resident Evil 6 as well. Even though she's a child in Resident Evil 2, but she's a playable character in Resident Evil 6. But still, compared to the names that I've mentioned earlier on, right? It makes sense as to why they added in Ada, Jill, and Claire, because these 3 characters are the most well-known characters in the Resident Evil franchise. So it kind of makes sense as to why Nikke added in these 3 characters. But while watching this trailer, there is one criticism that I do wanna point out. It's not on Nikke's end. It's more on Capcom's end, which is basically the Ada's current voice. Personally, I kind of prefer Ada's voice in 2 remake. Ada's voice in 6 is also, I'm gonna be real, it's pretty good as well. And to be fair, right, pretty much almost every single VA that Ada had is pretty good. But for some reason, right, the VA for Ada in this PV, which is the exact same voice as in 4 remake, it's still kinda throws me off, to be very honest. It's not her fault, really. It's not her fault. It's more like the direction that the casting team gave her. And even this one moment, right? Hold on, let me just rewind for a brief moment. Was it right over here? Jill and Claire are fine. Jill and Claire are fine. They are totally fine. I think it was right this moment right over here.
Let's finish the mission. This is gonna make quite the impression.
Yeah, I'm gonna be weird. It's a little weird, to be brutally honest. And not to mention, right, as I mentioned earlier on, I'll be checking out the Resident Evil 1 remake this October. But I am planning out to play the DLC separate ways for Resident Evil 4 remake as well. So I hope that aspect of the game doesn't ruin my experience of me checking out the separate ways DLC. Because among all of the voices that Ada Wong has, I'll be very honest, this is my least favorite. I'll be real. It's my least favorite. But still, it's nice that Nikke is collaborating with Resident Evil. I mean, just assume that Nikke is doing this because Resident Evil is 9 is around the corner, which is in February 27 of next year. Capcom is trying to hype up the Resident Evil franchise as much as possible, even though they're judging from the trailer that Capcom has dropped so far, they are clearly holding back on what's to come for Resident Evil Requiem. Even some other content creators, they even said it themselves. They're clearly holding back on what they're trying to reveal with Resident Evil Requiem. So I won't be surprised that Capcom will drop another big reveal for Resident Evil Requiem at the Game Awards. So back to Nikke, and I'm gonna be real, Jill looks awesome in this trailer. Not only Jill, but even Claire looks fine, as a matter of fact. Granted, the model that they're using are the remake version of the model,
It's hard to believe
which I'm
someone
completely
like that could
fine, to be
enemies
very
of
frank.
humanity.
I'm completely fine with this model of Jill, to be very frank. I'm completely fine. I know some of you all old school heads out there prefer the Julia 4th face model, or should I say the OG3 model of Jill, which I'll be frank, I'm gonna be she's hot, but this is, personally I don't mind this model of Jill, as a matter of fact. And don't be surprised that going forward, right, Capcom is gonna continue using this model of Jill from here on out. And dude, I gotta say, right, this shot right over here, right, really reminds me of the Resident Evil remake games. So it's kind of nice that Nikke is putting in this shot right over here, which begs the question: are they gonna implement something like this in the collaboration event? I doubt that's gonna help, because like I said, Nikke is basically a third person horny point blank, where the characters, they don't move at all. They basically shoot and hide from what I understand. And from the look of things, apparently the collaboration between Nikke and Resident Evil will drop on September 24th. So, you know what? I'm sorry to Atelier Resident Vienna because I do want to check out that particular game, to be very honest, but I was kind of reluctant as a matter of fact. I'm sorry to Atelier Resident Vienna, but guess I'm be checking out the collaboration between Nikke and Resident Evil after all, because let's be real, Resident Evil is a big deal, and I kind of like the franchise as a matter of fact. So I will be checking out this Nikke game on September 4th. But my question, I'm pretty sure that there's a pre-requirement for this collaboration, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, according to this this photo right over here, receive SR Clear Redfield via 14 days login event, and you have to complete, is it story 2 or story 11? I'm not really sure. Apparently there's a requirement for before getting class. So, and as a matter of fact, right, in case you guys are wondering, Claire will be a free to obtain character. Wow, Jill, oh my god, Jill looks fine. Jill will be a limited gacha banner, along with Ada as well. Like I said, Ada is hot. She's popular as a matter of fact, but the it's her voice, man. Gosh, it's the voice that really throwing me off. And judging by this model, this is IE2 remake Ada as a matter of fact. I'm just curious how Nikke is going to manage the gacha banner. So we get there will be some answers once the banner drops on September 24th. So I know most of you all out there love Ada more than Jill, but I'm a Jill main. I'll be real. I'm a Jill main. I'm a Jill main ever since OG 3. So if I jump in, I am getting Jill without a shadow of a doubt. But still, I still have to do the pre-requirement. Comment down below whether it is story 2 or story 11. And as a matter of fact, right, how long does it take for me to clear the normal and hard mode for story 2? Please feel free to comment down below, because I have, like I said, I have absolutely almost zero knowledge when it comes to Nikke. So comment down below how long it's going to take for me to beat the story 2 or story 11. I'm not really sure. Feel free to comment down below. But still, regardless, I will be checking this collaboration between Nikke and Resident Evil without a shadow of a doubt. And it just so happened that they dropped this right before Spooktober, October, whichever you want to call it, as October is basically where is Halloween Fest, Spooktober Fest, whichever you want to call it. So they dropped this at the perfect timing. They definitely drop this at the perfect timing. So I will definitely be checking this collaboration without a shadow of a doubt. And also I will begin my playthrough of every single Resident Evil game possible. So do look forward to that. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to the collaboration trailer for Nikke and Resident Evil, appreciate the thumbs up and the comment down below. Also, if you guys want to check out more stuff on this channel, like me will be checking out Nikke, me checking out Resident Evil, or maybe some other playthrough, please do feel free to hit the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you will be notified when I will drop my next video. Until then, thank you guys for watching, hope you all have a good one, and I will see you all in the next video.